All right, so our link has gone up. The contestants are all here. It's time to begin.
Woo!
The Animorphs Christmas Quiz. It's here! The Animorphs Christmas Quiz. Okay, this intro's long enough. There it is. Right, so my name is Adam. I own the Animorphs Discord, and today we have the Animorphs Christmas Quiz, our 5 contestants to battle it out for top Animorphs knowledge. We have author Michael Grant. Say hello.
Hello.
We have
Hello.
Heather.
Hello.
Lola.
Hi.
Dernhelm.
Hello.
And Holy Plankton.
Hello, hello.
So each of our contestants has their own personal buzzer. Now we're going to go through those now. So, Michael, if you could play your buzzer first.
Wait a minute. Did that not work? Oh, hang on.
This is why we always have them typed in
Yeah.
beforehand.
I just hit it and nothing came. Nothing happened.
Did you put the plus?
Oh, do you have to
Where
put
are
that
you
in each
typing?
time?
Yeah, you have to put
Yes,
plus.
Oh, I can't just hit the little buzzer there. Okay. Let's see if this works.
Here we go. That's the one.
Yeah.
So Michael is the cow.
Okay.
Right.
Got it.
Lola.
LOL!
Heather.
It's fine.
We're gods.
It's fine, we're gods. Dernhelm.
Roll reference.
Neep, neep, neep.
Some neeps. And Holy Plankton. Possibly the most sensible one there is the tiger.
On brand.
We should have had the animal sounds for the main battle morphs, by the way. We should have done that.
But that's boring. That's far too predictable. So the way it's going to work, we've got 4 rounds, and I shall tell you the rounds now. We have book questions. We have questions on the TV series. Questions on Animorphs merchandise.
Oh.
And questions specific to aliens.
Oh my.
In general?
Nope.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
So, before we start, remember, when it comes to Christmas, if you do invite an Andalite round your home, just make sure they don't get their hands on the buffet. It tends to become a one-way traffic table. So, first round begins with the book series. So, I'm gonna put in some sounds here, because I know some of you are going to get stuff wrong at some point, so I'm going to prepare my wrong sound.
Can't you prepare the right sound?
No, I don't expect you to get many right. Right, so have you got all your buzzers ready? Are the
Yes.
buzzers ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Right. So, first question. What is the name of the Yerk inhabiting Chapman? I'm waiting for that first buzzer.
Gonna be waiting a while.
It's going to be a bloody long quiz, this one. I will accept first name, no need for numbers.
Oh, yeah, because it was the numbers
Okay.
that were stumping me.
Yeah, right.
Nobody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Right,
Starting off
nobody
easy,
got
I
that
see.
one.
Chapman, who cares?
The correct answer was Innis 226.
Oh, I was thinking there was a 2 the same number in there.
The Innis 226 was the correct answer. A
226,
roaring
yeah.
start from our contestants. Okay, next question. What rank was Taylor's Yerk? Oh, I heard a lol. Lola?
Yes. Subvisor 47.
Oh, close, but no, that's wrong. Anyone else?
40. So
It's fine.
We're gods.
Oh, that was Heather.
I think Subvisor 45, maybe?
No.
Oh! It had a 5 in our head.
Neep, neep, neep.
Oh,
I
don't
don't
know.
think this is right, but might as well give it a try. It's Subvisor. I think it was higher number than that. 117.
No.
No.
Right.
Oh.
Is it? Are you all going to give up on this one? Oh, wait, hold on. Holy Plankton.
Just a wild guess, but everyone else tried. So Subvisor 42.
No. Right. So, Michael, the only one who hasn't actually buzzed, so it's your turn to.
I haven't got a clue, dude. I want to say 32 just because that's Catherine's favorite number. I don't know. I have no
Right.
clue.
Let's see what the soundboard says about that one. No, you're all wrong. The answer is Subvisor 51.
I knew there was a 5 in there.
There was a 5 in there. Right. So, next question. Prepare your buzzers. In which book do the Animorphs finally acquire long-distance flight birds?
Nice.
LOL! Right. Heather got there first.
Number 51, the absolute.
That's the one. Oh,
Yes!
I've got a correct buzzer. I might not be able to use this one very often.
Because I was so happy when they finally figured it out.
They finally got ducks.
Yeah, there we go.
Yay!
Yeah, so 1 point to Heather. Winning at the moment.
Oh,
Well done.
took us 2 questions.
Right, so next question. What's the name of the Chapman family cat? That's Holy
fine.
Plankton.
We're gods.
It's
That's
Fluffer
right.
McKitty.
Fluffer McKitty. Yeah.
Oh man, I had it. And
Where's my
message
correct? Where's my
Um,
correct gone? There it is.
Which I have questions how you guys came up with that later. So.
Right, so who answered that? Right, so that is...
That's
Holy
Plankton. Yeah.
So 1-1 there.
Neep, neep, neep.
You
Sorry, sorry,
can't
I was
buzz now.
No, I was having some connection issues. I already sent it and it wasn't sending.
Oh, okay, no worries.
Sorry.
Right, I'm completely lost now. Where's everything gone? Host is doing an appalling job at the moment. I keep bringing up the internet and I don't need to do that. Right. So I'm going to get a little thing ready here. Yeah, that'll do. Right, so you're ready for the next question.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Right, next question. What was the name of the Australian boy who helped Cassie in The Unexpected?
Oh, fucking hell.
Deep dive questions, Michael. Deep dive.
Oh, Rickbot's left. He's bored. Oh. I see.
Neep, neep,
Yeah.
neep,
Dernhelm, what's the
neep,
answer?
neep, neep.
Not twice. Is it Tala?
Let's have a look. Oh, wait. Well, that didn't work, but it was wrong.
Okay. Tried.
Right, waiting for another buzzer. I'm going to give you another 5 seconds.
It's hard because I don't remember
4.
much about it now.
2, 1. Well, Rickbot, you're too slow there. Never mind. On to the next question. I can tell we've probably been quite tough on these questions, haven't we?
Yeah, sorry.
What was his name?
Yami.
Yummy.
Yeah. Oh.
Really?
Okay. This one. Right, this one requires only the first name, but we'll give you an extra point for a full name.
Ooh.
Who was the tailless Andalite vehicle hiding on Earth?
Neep, neep, neep.
It's fine.
We're gods.
LOL!
Right, I can see from Discord that Holy Plankton was the first to type that in. So
All
what's
right.
the answer?
I don't get the full name, but I know it's Myrtle.
That is correct.
Hey.
So you get a point, but someone can come in there and then the second point if they could get the full name. Anybody? I can see somebody's typing. No? I think that's a no. Right, so Holy Plankton gets the point for that one. In the lead with 2 points. Storming ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite books too, and nope. Knew the first.
Right. It's going to start getting a bit easier, I think. Maybe. What do you reckon?
Are they supposed to be the other way around? Supposed to be easy going to hard?
Right.
Are the buzzers ready?
Yes.
No, he has to adjust it down. Now he's seen the audience. Now he's seen who he's dealing with. Got to
Quick,
simplify
quick.
shit.
Get new questions.
How do you spell Animorph? It's about the level.
Okay. This. What was the name of the Hawk Bajir Aldra acquired and permanently morphed?
LOL!
Oh, Lola's straight in there.
Oh,
You might want to know the answer before you buzz.
Della?
Sorry?
Della?
Oh, so close, but wrong.
I know, that's why it took a second. Ugh.
Right, anybody else want to buzz in? Lola was close.
For such simple names, we can't think of them.
Second time I've been so close. I'm
Michael, any
have
chance?
knowledge.
Any
Not,
chance?
not a clue, dude. Not a clue.
Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wrong. In the words of Donald Trump, wrong. The correct
mention him.
answer was Delph Hajul. So you
Del.
said
Delph.
Delph, which is close,
Still.
but no dice. Right, so this one should be a bit easier, okay? We're going all the way back to book number 1.
Hey.
Right, so buzzers at the ready. I'm expecting a flood of these. What kind of lizard was Jake's second acquisition?
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, I should know that.
It's a green adult.
Right. There we go, we got a cow. Right, Heather was first, though.
A green anole lizard.
Oh, is that correct?
yes, it is.
Yeah, that's
See 'em
correct.
all over the place here in Georgia too.
Amazing.
Of course, the
Right.
funny thing is I had the wrong answer.
What was yours?
I thought it was a gecko. I don't know.
They get
It seemed like
they get mistaken for
the
geckos.
commercial. And I'm sure we did something more obscure than that, but okay. Cool.
Well, lizards in it, they're all practically the same. So, we have another question coming up, so buzzers at the ready. This one's a bit more difficult. Probably the most difficult one so far.
Oh, Jesus.
What kind of dinosaur does Tobias acquire in the time of dinosaurs?
Good lord.
It's fine.
We're gods.
Oh, Heather straight in there.
Now there's two versions of the name. Either
Okay.
Dionicus or Dionyscus. That's two versions of the name.
Is that correct?
I think it is.
Yep, that's correct. So, Heather's now leading with 3 points. Michael,
good
Lola,
with
and Dan
morphs.
Helm on a lowly 0. And Holy Plankton on 2.
I'm good with morphs.
Deinonychus.
Deinonychus, yes. A very interesting dinosaur. Where's
Apparently.
my list of words gone?
Must have been fascinating to us at some point.
No longer, though.
Then again, it was probably just whatever book we happened to pick up.
You know what? I
It's a cool
actually
picture.
I was so enamored with it that I was like, okay, I'm gonna see if it really was in the place where you guys said this. And yes, it was. It was in the area. So
Really?
yes, because velociraptors are from mainly China, so it wouldn't have worked.
That's purely random, you realize, because this is all pre-internet, so we can just make shit up.
Oh, believe me, 96, 97, you two made me into a library. I had to know everything.
Well, it's good to hear.
Okay, so next question. This will be the last one of this first round. We'll come back to the books later. What is the Andalite process for DNA allergy? This was in book 12.
Oh,
Sorry.
Lola's straight in there.
No, ignore that. Sorry.
Okay.
no,
Exactly.
ignore that as well.
Oh, what's someone doing? This is not the rules. We'll start deducting points in a minute. We'll do -1.
Go right ahead.
Right. So, what were any of those buzzers genuine? No.
It appears not.
Why don't you
I can tell
repeat
you what
the
it
question?
translates to.
Repeat the question. Okay.
Yeah, repeat the question. Let's hear it.
What is the Andalite process for a DNA allergy? Essentially, to get rid of the allergy.
Yeah, not a clue.
Can tell you the English translation of the Andalite word.
Yeah, if there's a translation, can we use that?
Oh, what's the translation for it?
Translation is... Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
Neep, 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 neep.
LOL.
Don't know.
No, I
Basically
wasn't
means-
first.
Oh, wait. No, Heather was first. That
Means the belch, to throw up.
no. Lola was next.
To burp.
Yeah, correct.
Yay!
I said to belch.
Headshot.
Ah!
Right, so Lola registers her first point.
Yay!
So that is the first part of the quiz done. And the scores on the boards. In a lowly last place, joint last place, Michael Grant and Dernhell on 0.
I know.
Lola has 1, Holy
I told
Plank
you how it's gonna be.
and leading the way on 3 points is Heather.
Yay!
Lovely stuff. Now, if a Hawkbudger ever enters your house and eats your Christmas tree, never fear. Baubles, tinsel, and even a little angel will all fit on the Hawkbudger's blades and you'll have a brand new tree. Just make sure it doesn't move. So, let's do the merchandise round.
Oh man.
Now, how many of you actually have the merchandise?
I do.
I had a few. Yeah.
I have some
I've
Transformers.
actually-
Yeah, that's what I got.
Quite curious, Michael. How much of the merchandise did you have?
Like 2 Rubbermaids full.
Bloody
Basically,
hell.
you know, like those big gray Rubbermaid
Yeah.
very old things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 of those.
Should have did
Every
the...
now and then we hand one out. We give it to somebody. We don't.
Oh.
You know, it's kind of, we couldn't figure out how to fucking do it either. Of course, because you know we're both a little not particularly good with our hands. So we could never make one of those Transformers work. We could take it apart easily enough, you know, undo it. But then putting it back together, I don't think we ever got one right.
They are quite difficult.
Well,
And-
or we're word people. That's a gentle way to put it.
I sure hope you haven't played the Game Boy Advance game. Game Boy Color? Is it Game Boy Advance or Game Boy Color? Game Boy Color.
I actually bought one for research. Game Boy Color.
Yeah?
Never mind. I'm sorry. We're totally off topic. Go back.
No, I asked you.
It's about
Right, so-
merchandise.
Yeah, buzzers at the ready. We're going into the merchandise round.
It's over 9,000!
Oh, God.
Right, so we begin the merchandise round. Which 3 Animorphs were combined to morph a T-Rex in the Transformers action figure line?
LOL.
Ooh.
It's
Oh,
fine.
Lola's
We're
first in there.
gods.
Lola,
Cassie, Marco, and Jake.
is that correct? Come on, soundboard.
Yeah.
That is correct. Lola gets
Awesome.
second point on the board. Did somebody say something?
She said, woohoo.
Oh, great. Right, so I think we're on a roll now.
Yeah. We're
Next
answering
question.
them.
It's another Transformers one.
Okay.
Now, this is something to do with the packaging, its description. What does the Hasbro Transformers Taxon action figure morph into? What does it say on the front?
Oh, shit.
Good lord.
Didn't even know there was merchandise.
I vaguely remember. I mean, of what it turned into.
I will say that the Taxon is an extremely rare one, and you can probably get it for about $250 on eBay.
Really?
It's very expensive. Probably the rarest one. Most of them you'll get for about $30. There are a few that are over 100. Might be sitting on a small gold mine, Michael.
I know. I should have kept one.
All right, I'm going to give you 5 seconds now. 5, 4.
I have an idea, but I don't think it is.
Neep, neep, neep.
Right, turn help.
Completely random guess. Let's say something crazy. A hawk Berger.
No.
Would be
Incorrect.
crazy.
Heather?
Fine.
We're gods.
I'm gonna throw something out there, like either a centipede or a millipede or something like that.
Ooh, no. Right, I'm just going to give you all the answer. It is the most basic answer, and it's probably so basic that none of you would have guessed it. The Taxon on the front of the box is described as morphing into an alien.
Oh,
That's it.
I'm thinking about what it actually turned into, not what
It's just called an alien.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay,
Right,
that's
so-
a copywriter just phoning it in. I mean, come on.
Right, so fingers on your buzzers. An Animorph morphs a scorpion for the Hasbro Transformers toy range. Who?
It's fine.
We're gods.
Heather?
Axe. Because I had that figure.
Wow.
Awesome.
That was
That
the first
comment
one.
Did that not work? Soundboard? Did it not work? I don't think it did. That is correct.
Yeah.
I don't know why the soundboard didn't work there, but Heather gets another point on the board.
Beautiful coloring, though. Beautiful coloring of the blues and blacks on it.
Oh, I think it looks stunningly like it should.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna put in a completely different soundboard response to the next question. It'll be a surprise to you all. Right. Pizza Hut released a small series of Animorphs toys with meals. Which Animorph is morphing the Hammerhead Shark toy? Oh, Christ.
It's fine.
We're gods.
Right, I'm wondering how many of you actually knew, but Heather was the first to post there.
I'm just going to go with canon, say Marco.
It's correct!
Oh, it is? Okay.
You've been rickrolled!
I haven't been rickrolled in 5 years.
That's a long one, man.
There you go, we've all been rickrolled. Why? We will never know.
I'm sorry if I'm taking all. I just know morphs well.
You do you.
You just have the knowledge, yeah.
Right, so Heather's taken a storming lead, almost into halfway to double digits. Next question. Girls, at the ready. How many Jake Transformers toys were made? Bonus points for naming all of those morphs.
Wow.
Oh.
Ooh. I get a feeling a buzz is shortly on its way.
No, I was just getting ready for the next question.
Okay, I'll repeat this one. How many Jake Transformers toys were made?
Is this a trick question?
Nope. Some characters had multiple toys in the action range.
Yeah, I know
You'll get
that.
a bonus
but...
point. You'll get a bonus point for which morphs those toys were.
Oh, the Morphs. Well, we already know one.
I can see that Lola tried to. Tried to buzz. Try again.
KSI, what?
Why didn't that work?
I don't. What? My buzzer doesn't work anymore.
Your buzzer doesn't work anymore.
I decided.
All right, I can see you tried to buzz. So, lol. So Lola.
Is it
God.
3?
Come on, soundboard. Right,
No.
Rickbox broken.
Nice.
Oh dear.
Lovely.
So the answer is incorrect.
Damn.
Right, so let's go check if. Come on, Rick. Work for me, please. God, that one works.
Yeah.
Right, so any other guesses?
I'm
Oh,
just
that
throwing
worked.
it out there.
Come on, Rickbot.
Yeah.
Right,
Oh.
Heather. I can see that you've pressed your buzzer, but the buzzer's
Yeah,
broken.
4.
Correct.
That was just
Can
a
you
PS
name-
answer.
Can you name them?
Well, yours said 1 was part of the T-Rex.
Mhm.
Oh gosh, I can't remember the rest. I mean, did he turn into a tiger in the toys?
Yes, that's 2 of them.
Okay,
Yeah, it was a
Okay.
tiger.
I noticed that they changed it from a Siberian orange to a white tiger. I didn't know if they did or not.
No, it
That's
was
what
a toy. It was actually an Emir
A regular
tiger.
tiger?
Or Siberian tigers.
Yeah, because I was so disappointed it was white in the show.
Yeah.
No,
Trying to
that's
gain
all I
extra
can
points for
remember.
that, are you? Well, you ain't getting any extra points for that. The other
Nope.
2 morphs were bear and stingray.
Which don't make sense.
Stingray.
Stingray.
Okay.
That's quite a rare one. Only produced in Europe.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Next question. Buzzers at the ready if
Wait a
they're
minute,
even
hold on.
working.
Excuse me. There's Transformers that are only produced in Europe.
That one.
There was a Jake morph in the Stingray, which you can only buy in Europe.
Very interesting. Thank you. Continue.
Michael's got a
We'll
lawsuit.
search eBay for later.
just filing that away.
Okay, this is an easy one. Fingers on the buzzers. Hopefully they'll work. How many video games were produced? Heather?
3?
That's correct. Well done.
Ooh.
Come on, soundboard. Come on. You can do it. No, it's not working. Right, so Heather, you get the point for that. Our soundboard is broken, but it was
Yeah.
fun. And Heather is storming ahead here. This is
I don't mean
crazy.
to. Honest to God, I don't mean to.
Right, next question. Which food chain released the following toys? Andalite Beam, Yerk on the Brain, Animorphing Sphere, Animorpher, and Claw to Hand Watch. Right, Dernhell buzzed first.
Could be completely wrong. Was it Burger King?
Wrong.
I tried.
Heather, you put second.
I think it was McDonald's.
Wrong.
Yeah, I know the 3.
Wrong,
but I
okay.
don't know which of the 3.
Or it could have been the other one. Oh, shoot. Now I remember.
Holy Plankton.
I guess
Oh,
hey.
oh, we got the soundboard back.
Oh, that one works. I'll say Wendy's.
Come on, Rickbot. Do your thing. No, couldn't do it. It's broken again.
Only the tiger one.
That's also wrong. That's also wrong. So, who have we got left? There's somebody who hasn't
Everybody just go down the chains in your
Oh.
head.
Michael.
I can give you 3 possibilities. It's either Pizza Hut.
No, you got to choose one.
Okay, Pizza Hut.
Wrong.
TriStar restaurants, I remember.
Right, so who has
KFC and who else is left? Pizza Hut, KFC, and the other was it Taco Bell?
Lola, are you going to guess from one of those?
Sure. Why not? Taco Bell.
Correct.
Yay!
It was
After
Taco
Michael
Bell.
said it, I was like, there it is.
Well, that's Michael's fault for giving Lola the
yeah.
I should put a spoiler alert on that.
Yeah. Right, 3 more questions in this round. In the board game, what was the name of the tower where you would fight Visser 3 in order to win?
I'm staying away from this.
Yeah, no fucking idea.
In a board game, I have no idea.
Has
Also,
anybody
I-
got any idea?
Nope.
No.
I did know there was a board game. That's good.
Yeah, I saw an ad. That's close I've ever been to it.
All right, I'm going to assume then that nobody knows.
No.
Rickbot, come on, don't let me down. Bugger you, Rickbot. Rubbish. The answer was the EGS Tower. For
Oh.
those of you who want to know.
You know, shrug shoulder meme.
Now,
I
these
wonder
next,
why.
these next 2 questions also are for the board games. The first one. Name the Animorph pairs on each of the card game boxes.
Pairs?
Yep. They were card games, 2 boxes,
Okay.
and they each contained 2
Like-
Animorphs. So name the pairs.
Like 2 characters on them.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we could go for broke, guys, and just answer.
There's a lot of possible combinations there.
Yeah, I know. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Why not?
Oh, Heather.
Jake and Rachel.
Wrong.
Okay.
So
I
who's
had to
next?
try.
Come on. Waiting for the next buzzer, even though you can't hear it. Oh, Michael.
I gotta think Jake and Cassie is one of them.
And
No.
who? The second box.
Marco and Rachel.
Michael gets his first point.
Yeah.
Hey,
Somebody
no.
was a shipper. Somebody was a shipper.
Axe or Tobias did not feature
I
on the
know.
front covers of those
I
boxes.
think that would be obvious.
So, last question from the merchandise round. You'll be happy to hear. Name 3 of the morphs, any 3 of the morphs you can use in the Animorphs board game. Oh, who's going to get it first? I suppose since the buzzers aren't working anymore. Oh, the buzzers are working. Holy Plankton.
I'm going to say tiger, bear, and wolf.
Close, but no.
Ooh.
2 of those were correct. Any more guesses? Heather? Buzzed?
Tiger, bear, hawk.
No. Even close. That's even closer. Turnhelm.
Closer. I want to go tiger, bear, rat.
Nope. Getting colder. Right, so Lola and Michael, down to you. Whoever buzzes first, and then if they get it wrong. Michael?
Tiger, bear, and eagle. Because why not?
Michael's on a roll. He's got 2 points.
Hey!
All right.
The full roster was dolphin, eagle, elephant, bear, ant, and tiger. Wouldn't you know? Right, so 2 rounds down. The scores on the boards. In last place with a disappointing 0. Dernhelm. In joint third is Michael and Holy Plankton on 2. Second place with 3 points is Lola, and then way out in the lead on 7 points is Heather.
Yay! Yay!
Right, let's do some TV series questions.
Okay,
Everybody's
here we go.
favourite. There's nothing more Christmassy than a TV series. Animorphs was the most Christmassy of all. It gave us the greatest gifts of all, something to laugh at.
Mm-hmm.
And just like a Christmas board game, it's something you want to forget quite quickly afterwards. Sorry. Please don't be offended. Which
Who,
character...
me? No, I would not be offended by anything you have to say about that series.
Okay. So, some of these will flash by, such as, which actor plays Jake Berenson?
Dang it.
Christ, that went quickly. Holy Plankton was first there.
Sean Ashmore.
That's his name.
Well done.
Holy
Holy
What about
Plankton
his
gets that
brother?
point.
What about his brother?
Hey.
Right. I met him at a con. It was great.
Amazing.
He was like really surprised. He was like, I've had a lot of people who like Animorphs come up to me today.
The TV series. The people liked the TV series. What's it?
Yeah, more
Yeah,
people
isn't
know
that
the
strange?
TV series than the books.
And after all this time, they would go to meet Sean Ashmore just to say they liked him in the Animorphs show.
Never anything else. Right. Next question. Which character was the first in the TV series to morph? Sternhelm was first.
Is Jake, I believe.
It was Jake. Can you tell me what the morph was?
Is it his dog?
Did you just did you say something or did you cut out?
Sorry, I think I cut out. I think it happens in the
No,
construction
he said
site.
dog.
What was the morph?
I don't think it's a dog, but that's what I'm guessing.
You know what? You're on 0 points. I'm going to give you 2 because it was Jake and it was a dog, specifically Homer.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
Sternhelm,
it's
you're
in the
now-
construction site, right?
Yeah, it's in the construction site in that too.
Yeah, he morphs Homer, and the two of them kind of run out and split up, and the
Yeah.
Yeah.
controllers don't know what to do.
I think I
Of course
remember.
they don't know. The controllers are the stormtroopers. Yeah. Next question. These are quite easy questions, actually. It's probably the easiest category. In the TV show, what is Rachel's battle morph? Oh, Christ. Holy Plankton was first.
It's a lion.
Yeah, well done. Holy Plankton gets another point on 4 into second place.
Hey,
Watch the
can I ask you a
audience.
question?
Sure
Did
you
they
can.
have her as a lion or a lioness?
There's a
Lion.
lion.
It was a
It's a
male
lion.
lion, yeah.
Interesting. Good for them. not getting. I'm glad they weren't hung up on gender at that point.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with it. You know.
Yeah, I think maybe they decided on lion for Rachel because they couldn't get a grizzly bear in or an elephant.
Which is,
Simply down
There's
to
a lot of-
logistics.
yeah, either that or they're like, oh, it'd be easier with the morphing of her blonde hair to a mane. Or something
Yeah,
like that.
possibly.
Yeah.
She does
I
look
bet that's
hideous
it.
mid-morph, though. That's...
Yeah.
Right. On to something quite hideous to something even more hideous. In a TV show, what common household item was used as a poor imitation of a Dracon beam? Heather was first with that one.
It was like a flashlight.
Correct. It
Like
was.
a tactical flashlight, it looked like.
It was hideous.
Yes, it was. Oh my god, Doctor Who has a bigger budget back in the 60s.
Not as hideous, perhaps, as which episode was it? I believe it was the episode where Axe tries to contact his family, and
Yeah.
he comes across Vista 3, and instead of a tailblade fight, as you would expect from the Animorphs, they decide to have an arm wrestle. A very poorly filmed, poorly acted arm wrestle. I think it summed up the TV series, really.
Yeah.
Analytes, they love their arm wrestling.
Famously strong arms.
Yeah.
English is strong. Michael is not happy.
half the reason I'm insisting on being involved in this Gone TV series, if it becomes a series, is because of the Animorphs TV series.
Thank goodness. We are all, yes.
That's the last time I trust other people to handle something that's important to fans.
Right, okay, next question. Which actor plays Marco?
Oh, God.
No
Heather was
clue.
first.
I know his first name. First name is Boris.
I need full name.
Oh,
Lola, you were second.
I don't know his full name. I was going to say Boris too.
Oh no.
Does anybody know his last name? You've got the first name right. What's the last one? Straining for the answer.
Is it and Natasha?
Boris Natasha.
It was. I think it started with an N or something like that, but I don't remember.
5, 4, 3, his name is Boris Cabrera.
Cabrera. Okay.
And now he's a training instructor at a gym. His acting career took off. And now he's into physical fitness. He looks very fit, actually. Next question. Now, this should be relatively easy, but it's not quite that easy.
Well, we're pretty stupid, so I don't know. We'll have to see.
Right, buzzers at the ready, or even though they don't work. Tell you what, instead of typing out SB whatever, just type out your, I don't know, type out the number 5. Can't be confused then.
Okay.
Just put number 5. How many Hawk-Bajir appear on screen at any one time in the TV series? Michael's first there.
No, I didn't mean to hit that.
Oh, okay. Lola was first.
Yeah. Sorry.
Wait,
One.
Michael, did you hit it in reply and then?
No. Lola's first.
Okay, Lola.
1.
Wrong. Dernhelm was second.
I was going to say 2.
It is 2. At one stage, there are 2 Hawk-Bajir in one scene
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
at the same time.
Yeah.
I think that budget.
That budget, they were brilliantly designed Hawk-Bajir as well. I think they did a stunning job. Christmas is a time for jokes, isn't it?
If we want to butcher something, yes.
Next question. What is the name of the Animorphs TV theme song?
Oh.
Heather was first there.
It's all in your hands.
Oh, I was first.
It was.
It's all in your hands. Yes.
Yep.
That's probably the only thing that came good from the show, other than Sean.
Bonus point for anybody who can name the composer. By the way, in chat, I'm just going to put ... for where there's gaps so I don't get confused from previous posts. So just ignore my dots.
Oh, okay.
Does anybody know the composer? 5, 4, 3, 2. No. Neither do I. So, next question. Oh, that was the next question. I do know. It was Norman Orenstein. Anybody familiar?
Nope.
No. Okay. So, next question. Which actor plays Tobias? Heather?
Christopher Ralph.
She's right again.
Nice.
It was Christopher Ralph.
Because all the girls were all over him.
They're so over him that he doesn't act anymore. I don't think he does, actually. Does he act anymore?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Maybe he'll turn up in a Transformers movie.
I don't think anyone but Sean really had much of a career after that.
No, I don't think so. Sean did well for himself.
Got that cushy X-Men.
Yeah, I think it killed a lot of people's career.
Well, his brother had a pretty good career too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who's his brother?
Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they did the capture, it was both of them because they're identical twins.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he was in Warehouse 13 about 10 years later or so. So.
A little bit of Christmas trivia there. Some from your Christmas crackers. I've heard that you don't have.
Nope.
I suppose you could use Taxons if you were in the Animorphs universe. It wouldn't be quite as nice. You wouldn't get much of a joke and a Christmas hat. Right, next question. In what years did the TV series air? Dernhelm?
It would have been 1990.
Wrong.
Okay.
99 was one of the years. Right.
Oh, did it air for multiple years?
It had multiple years.
Yeah.
Heather?
Okay. I'm thinking about what grade I was in. So either it was 98 to 99.
Is that your guess?
I think so.
Wrong.
Ah!
Holy Plankton?
I'll say 99 to 2000.
Wrong. Lola?
99, 2001.
Wrong. I think the only person left is Michael.
I
gonna have a stab at it?
don't remember. I've blanked out that entire episode.
Do you know what the question is?
What years that show is on? I have no idea.
How
Well,
long
we've had
did
several guesses. Just guess. Everyone's been in the right area.
Really?
98
It
to
came out
2000.
earlier, like 96?
it was like 97, 98 or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, so you've all had a guess now, and nobody's got the correct years. It was 98 to 2000.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Wow.
what, 2 seasons?
That's true.
Oh.
Right, so that's it for
Oh,
this first part of the TV series round. Let's have a look at the scores on the board, shall we? In last place, with 2 points, is Michael Grant.
Thank you. I'm very proud.
Joint third place, Lola and Dernhelm with 3. Second place, 4 points, is Holy Plankton. And then now on double digits on 10 points is Heather.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Right, someone's going to have
I'm
to catch
not a
up to Heather
smarty
now.
pants, I swear.
Let's do some more book questions, shall we? We'll zoom through these ones. Which of the Animorphs registered the first kill? Holy Plankton was first.
I'm going to say Rachel.
Yep, it was Rachel. Can you tell
There
me
is some
what she
debate.
killed?
I believe she killed a Taxon.
She did kill a Saxon in her elephant morph.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she
And
stomped
she
on it. Yeah.
enjoyed it. Sadistic cow. Oh, someone's got an alarm going off. Right. So, next question. What kind of animal did David kill for fun while in Eagle morph? Oh, bloody hell, some answers straight away there. Dernhelm was first.
It was a crow.
It was a crow. Jon Snow. David killed Jon Snow. Right, Dernhelm now with 4 points.
It just couldn't control its mind. That's what it said.
This is a quick fire round. So, what is the official Andalite designation of the Hork-Bajir homeworld? This is probably the hardest question by far.
Wow.
I didn't come up with
Designation.
this question. Anybody got any idea?
So all you guys in the War Council was just like, let's just do Hork-Bajir questions because nobody will get it.
I will say, Hork-Bajir Chronicles is the one thing I didn't read on my reread. I started it this morning.
I skimmed it.
Why wouldn't you read that one?
I forgot to do it like when I was in the series, so I just finished the series and went back and did Elamist and Hork-Bajir, and I didn't get through Hork-Bajir.
Why not? Did you not like it?
No, I just started it this morning. I didn't have time to go through it.
Oh. Lyra's not happy.
Oh.
Not that you're being put on the spot or anything.
Yeah.
Right, so I will give you the
Oh,
answer. It should have been easy. The answer for the name for the Hawkshire homeworld given by the Andalites was Sector 5 RG 215784.
Like we would know.
Oh yeah, so easy. Yeah,
I did not choose that question. I will
it
say
was
that
on the
now,
tip of
disclaimer.
my
I was
tongue.
going to say that.
I'm gonna look later and see who suggested that question.
This one's a bit easier. What destroyed most of the surface of the Hawkshire homeworld? Lola straight into the 5? With 5? That's what she typed. Lola's in there.
Was it a meteor?
I'll accept that.
Yay!
Oh. Sorry.
That's close enough.
It was a virus, wasn't it?
Nope. Before the Hawkshire were around.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wiped out a
that's
lot of
right.
so the Arn created the Hawkshire to have the trees.
That's right.
And then they became stormtroopers. Big green Christmassy stormtroopers. It's a sort of holiday, actually. I think Hawkshire quite like Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Pine trees everywhere. What class did the Yerks put the humans in? Oh Christ! I think Heather was thirsty.
Yeah.
They were classified as a class 5, but later as a class 4 because of the resilience to the earth.
That is pretty much a perfect answer there.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Nice.
You've been doing your research.
Yes, I have.
It certainly shows.
Wow.
Michael, I think you've got a number one fan here.
I know. I'm so impressed.
Yeah, when I said I would be a continuity advisor if they show, I'm serious.
No, I can see that. I think you'd be much more adept at it than I would be. Or God knows in Catherine.
Oh, no.
Next question. What is the universal language for most races? Ooh, that was Dernhelm.
Was and I'm blanking. No, it's not Ged. Jeez.
No, it's
So
not. It's not get.
yeah.
So, Heather,
Okay, repeat the question once more.
you can't buzz in and ask me to repeat.
No, because
All right. What is the universal language for most
for most
races or
aliens.
species?
Okay. Or species. I thought it would be
5,
like universal
4,
thought speak, but or Garrick
2,
or wherever it was.
1. Incorrect. Right, so this opens the floor to Holy Plankton, Lola, and Michael.
I want to say the common tongue, but that's probably from another series.
Lola has gone in. What is it, Lola?
Is it Gellard? Gallard?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes.
Gallard.
Yeah,
Gallard, yes.
we were off by
Amazing.
a syllable.
Yeah. It was close, but, you know.
Yeah, I had to get
I've
out.
got to set the rules.
Yeah.
So, which type of tree is used by the Hawkbajir to communicate?
Wow. Good one.
Really regretting not
Yeah.
reading the Hawk Bajar Chronicles.
Yeah. Let me just go and get my book right now.
No, Jesus.
I know.
Nobody got the answer?
Nope.
No, but what an interesting idea.
Lovely.
I wonder who came up with that.
Yeah.
That
Called,
was nice.
it's called the Nawin. Nawin.
Huh.
Also known as speaking trees.
Mm.
3 more
Wow.
questions in the quickfire book questions. What was the name of the Yerk who led the uprising against the Andalites on the Yerk homeworld? Mind's blown.
The Yerk who led the Yerk uprising.
Okay.
Dragonborn.
have Fus Rodar, which
Yeah.
means, Lola, you are selected to answer this question.
What?
I thought I'd lost my mind.
I think we all did, Michael.
I'm sitting here closing windows going, what the fuck?
The soundboard is back. Feel free to use your soundboard things again. Hopefully it works. Any ideas, Lola?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, the answer was Actor 1154.
Wow.
Mm,
Nobody gets that one.
Sure.
mm-mm.
2 questions left for this one. Which Visser was demoted for losing the battle on Lyra? Holy Plankton.
That was Visser 4.
It was Visser 4.
Nice.
The Holy Plankton gets the point there. I'm glad to see the sound again. Who knows?
Well, the tiger never stopped
Probably,
working, so.
probably as long as it takes me to unwrap a pack of socks and micros. Last question from this round. Which Animorph does Aldria possess in the prophecy?
It's LOL.
Well, I'm going to have to go back and see who was first.
It was Lola.
It was Dern.
It was Dernhelm, was it? Dernhelm?
The answer would be Cassie.
It is Cassie. Come on, say those words. Yay!
There we go.
Right. So that ends that round. Let's have a look at the schools on the board, shall we? In last place, with 2 points, is Michael. Have you got anything to say at this point, Michael?
The guy who actually wrote most of this shit. It's a sad commentary. I've never had any kind of memory, and God knows that extra years and more pot has not helped.
That's the reason. Okay.
I blame the drugs.
Yeah.
Right. In joint third is Lola and Dernhelm, pretty much level throughout on 5 points each.
Hey.
Second place on 6 points is Holy Plankton. And then Heather, not quite as far ahead as she was, on 11 points.
Pretty
Next
good.
round.
There's a chance. There's a chance, guys.
Next round is
Just
the
keep all those
Aliens
hard
round.
reviews.
The Aliens round, where we discuss aliens not quite so common in the series. Forget about your Hawk, and your Andalites, and your Taxons. We're talking the real winners. First question. Which race possesses a model of ship that looks like the Enterprise D from Star
Fine.
We're gods.
Neep.
Heather?
The Helmicrons.
Ooh.
Wrong.
What?
Second, there was Dernhelm.
Omicrons, but can I change my answer?
Yep.
The Skritnar.
Nope.
Wait, what?
Anybody else? Heather
you-
seems to find it quite controversial.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, but it looked like
Which race possesses a model of ship that looks like
Who's
Enterprise D?
Oh. Okay.
Anybody gonna buzz in for that? I'll open it back up to Heather and Dernhelm. So anyone can go for it now.
I remember that Axe said that they looked like Klingons, but they were girls. But I don't remember their race. But I remember. It was book 8.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I
The
didn't hear
answer
Enterprise.
I hope I pronounced this right. Hawjabran.
Yeah, just
Hawjabran. It does start with a H.
Sure.
Right, get
Sounds
your
good.
buzzers ready for the next one.
See the Star Trek trivia you guys just threw us all off. It's like,
Everything after book 11 is ripped off from Star Trek, basically.
at
Right,
least you
next-
admit it. At least you admit it.
Next question. What was the name of the Nartek Queen?
Oh, God.
Oh.
We have to remember this freaking book.
Are they technically aliens?
Are they technically aliens?
Yeah, they're not even aliens.
We refute this
Well,
question.
does anybody know?
Not.
No.
Nope. I think that's a no. Oh, Whitbot, you broke it. Right, the correct answer was Soko.
Yeah, see.
Right. So nobody got a point there. Nobody got a point for the other one. It's a brilliant round so far. Right. What morph did Aldria acquire first on the Hork-Bajir home world?
Describe it.
I can't.
I can see it in my head. I just can't name it.
Lola,
Was it called the Tridu?
your knowledge of Animorphs is...
It's over 9,000!
Awesome.
Lola,
At least-
gains a point.
Yeah, Lola, you just threw that out of your butt and you win.
Right. Brilliant. We finally got a question answered from this round.
Yay!
You put too much faith in us, Deku.
Sorry. I thought you were all true fans like me.
Ooh,
Mm.
whoa!
Fighting talk.
Yeah, them's fighting words.
Headshot!
Right, next question then. Which creature did Visser 3 morph at the end of The Forgotten? Oh,
Neep,
Dernhelm.
Neep.
Dernhelm.
No, the Forgotten. I thought you were going to say something else. I came in too early. I pass.
All right. Dernhelm has forfeited her right to answer.
I remember descriptions, but I just don't remember the names.
Anybody?
I'm gonna. Can I guess?
Yeah, you can guess.
LOL!
This is like the only morph I remember from Visor 3. Is it the Lurdathak?
Wow.
Yeah!
That is amazing.
Oh my god.
Everybody
Wow.
clap on that.
Wow.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
pretty
good.
cool.
Wow. That's probably the standout answer so far. I'm tempted to give you a bonus point,
You should.
but I'm not going to.
Oh.
Ooh.
It's not Christmas yet. I might do later. Depends how close the scores are at the end. I'm in charge. Anyway, which race on the Andalite homeworld smells similar to a human?
Whoa.
On the Andalite homeworld?
Mm-hmm. Nobody? Oh,
Probably that really
Neep,
small
neep.
thing.
Neep. I'll do a mad guess. I know it isn't.
that pretty small thing isn't the answer I'm looking for.
Okay. No, but I mean the little I see in my head.
You're cutting out again. Hello? Dernhelm?
Me? Mad guess, Kafit bird.
No.
Nah, I know.
Nobody?
Mm-mm.
The correct answer is flour.
What?
Okay, that was totally not what I was going for.
Next question. Which vegetable was said to be brought to Earth by an alien race called Makora?
Ah,
It's fine. LOL!
It's my favorite one too.
I think Holy Plankton was there first.
Yeah,
Or
and that's
this
broccoli.
Yep.
They rot!
I was so happy.
Yeah, that's
about
correct.
that. I was so happy about that.
I knew it either had to be broccoli or Brussels sprouts. Those are the two I really
No,
hate.
you picked the right one.
Yeah.
Right, that's correct. It is broccoli. Although, if you look at the evolution history of broccoli, it was derived from the same ones that brought you cauliflower. And
Which
Brussels
could have been number
sprouts.
3 on the list as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. What was the first race the Yerks enslaved after the Geds?
Neep, neep.
Now, I know Dernhelm's buzzer went first there, but Holy Plankton was actually the first to come up on Discord. So, Holy Plankton?
I'm going to say the Hork-Bajir.
Is that correct?
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
No, that's incorrect. Right, so Dernhelm.
The Taxons?
Nine!
Opens up the floor.
After the Geds.
Yeah, after the kids.
Lyra likes
Not
that.
written off.
They couldn't get infested.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I spelled that wrong. All right, the answer is Nahara.
Oh.
Over my head.
3 more questions in this round. And then we're slowly edging our way, crawling our way to the end of the quiz like a fat knacker who's eaten too much Christmas dinner. In the decision, what was the name of the Lyran city the Animorphs visited? Book 18, the decision. What was the name of the...
Such a good book, too.
Really good one.
Such a good book.
All the other things except that one thing we figure out.
Any guesses?
Nope.
Nope. The correct answer is the City of Worms.
That's right. I mean, honestly, it's like ding.
Next question. Which species is thought to be closely related to the Yerk? Oh,
Neep.
Holy Plankton was there first.
Yeah.
That'd be the Escort.
Wrong.
Ooh.
Lola was second.
Which species is thought to be closely related to the Yerks?
Mm-hmm.
The Yurt? Yay!
Well done. Right,
East.
so that gives you another point on the board. You all start to catch up to Heather here.
I know.
I'm only good at aliens somehow. I didn't think this would be my category.
Yeah, you should
I
feel
feel
bad,
bad for all
Lyra.
the trick questions I couldn't. That was you.
Right. Are we all ready for the next question? Fingers at the ready.
Yes.
The next question.
Dragon Ball.
We've got a Fusrodar. Michael Grant, you are chosen to answer this question. What is another name for the Vanarks, a species from the Yerk homeworld?
Jesus Christ. Just not even close to a clue.
All right, I'll open up the floor. Shall I
Say the
repeat the
name
question?
again?
Yeah,
Yes, because
repeat the
that's going to
question.
help, obviously.
What is this creature first appeared in book 2? What is another name for the Vanarks, a species from the Yerk homeworld? Any ideas? I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is Yerkbane.
Your
Sorry?
pain? Is that what you said?
Yerkbane.
Oh, is that the
yeah.
that took the Yerk out of the control
Yep.
and ate it? Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. Right, so that's the end of the aliens round.
And we
I
let
remember
like
description.
10-year-olds read this. I
Which
can't
means
believe.
we have 1 round left. And at this point, in last place,
Is me. I know.
2 points to Michael.
I told you I would get my ass kicked on this.
In fourth place with 5 points is Dernhelm. In third place with 7 points, Holy Plankton. In second with 8 points is Lola.
Yay.
And in first, still on 11, didn't win a single point in that last round, is Heather.
I remember descriptions. I can't remember names.
So this is your chance, people, to catch up to Heather.
I hate
Michael's
that.
already out.
Oh.
I'm hopeless.
Sorry, Michael. Now I'm just going to refresh my soundboard here so I know what to play. Right. Okay. We're ready to go on this last round of the Animorphs Christmas quiz. Yay. Which actress plays Rachel?
LOL!
Lola?
Brooke Nevin.
Mm-hmm.
Is that one correct?
Wow.
It is.
Yay.
It is correct. Lola, 2 points now away from Heather.
Yeah, let's make a
Could be
tie. Let's
race
make a
to the
tie.
finish line.
Woohoo!
Death round.
Right. Just gonna do this. Right, next one. Let's get rid of that question. So organised here, it's unbelievable. What colour is Marco's jacket in the TV show?
It's fine.
We're gods.
Heather,
LOL!
I think it was yellow, like black and yellow.
Lola,
Orange.
Orange. Was it orange?
Yay!
My head's not
It was
too.
orange.
My head's yellow.
wow, we're 1 point
I'm
away,
mad.
Lola.
I'm mad
Oh
now.
my goodness.
Because I always hated that jacket.
Yeah, it's obnoxious.
It's very obnoxious. And I thought yellow, no, orange.
It's close, but no cigar, I'm afraid.
No cigar.
Now, speaking of cigars, what have you been smoking recently, Michael?
What have I been smoking?
Dare I ask?
There we are.
Well, today is cigars and a little pot. Yeah, mildly high.
Yeah, I remember you saying you were a big fan of particular cigars at Christmas.
We, yeah, I was hanging out with a producer the other day, and we connected over cigars. So that was unusual. And I thought, okay, great. Maybe it's not such a terrible habit to have.
Smoking is a very social habit. Not that I'm endorsing it. For anyone listening,
Well,
I'm not
cigars
endorsing it.
isn't because Catherine will not allow me to smoke cigars in the house or anywhere near it.
Smoky
essentially.
side.
So I have to. In the new house, I have a cabana outside, and I'm going to outfit my cabana with like a air purifier and sit out there and just be offensive.
Perfect. Right, next question. Which country was the TV series filmed in? Early Plankton.
LOL!
I'm gonna say
Early
Canada.
Plankton.
Canada.
Canada.
We've
I
been rickrolled.
whispered it after Holly put it out. I was like, Canada, of course.
All right, Rick. All right, Rick.
All right.
That was correct. Right, next question. Which actress plays Cassie?
I know her first name.
Need both names.
I know. And I know it's a short last name, too.
Is it?
I think so. Or at least shorter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's Nadia something.
It's Nadia Nascimento.
See?
That's a very short last name.
It was shorter in my head. In my head.
Right, what sound shall I annoy you with this time? I shall. Oh, yes, that shall do. Right. We're close to the end now. And it is quite close. So next question. Who is the first controller that the Animorphs recognized?
LOL!
Recognize
We're gods.
Right. Heather actually typed that in first.
that they first recognize?
Mm-hmm.
It would be Chapman.
Yep.
No.
It was Chapman.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Did you think headshot was something else?
Yes, you have been using it for bad.
At the construction site, wasn't it? Right
Yeah.
off the
It
bat.
was.
It was.
Because only Yerk scratched their legs with their other leg.
Right.
Right. Which morph did Cassie choose as her first?
Oh, so
LOL.
slow.
Right. Heather was again first.
A horse.
The knowledge is.
It's over 9,000!
Wow. Heather has got 2 in a row. And that means Lola. You're going to want to answer all of these questions correctly to win.
If I could get
Pressure's
the
on.
buzzer on time.
But that doesn't mean the rest of you shouldn't go for some consolidation points, Michael.
Oh no, I'm still in this, right? I'm still in
Yeah.
In it to win it.
I will say there is a bonus question at the very end that gives you
It's an essay question.
20
isn't it?
points. There is a question at the end that you'll get 20 points for, so everybody's still capable of winning.
Ooh.
Michael.
Okay.
Right. Go for this one again. Where is the first Yerkpool entrance the Animorphs found?
Fine.
We're gods.
Neep, neep.
Okay. Okay.
LOL!
Holy Plankton was first.
The janitor's closet at their school.
Oh, they rot!
Yeah, that is correct. Well done. Have you still got? I think you've just about got a chance. You've got to answer that. You've got a chance of drawing place. So good luck. All right. So 4 questions left in this Animorphs Christmas quiz. Oh, sorry, 3.
Oh, thanks for getting my hopes up.
In which episode did Marco and Jake morph lizard in front of a crowd of people and somehow go unnoticed?
Neep, neep, neep. Is it the android?
I'm afraid not.
Ah.
Opens the floor.
Which
I can
episode?
accept. I'll accept episode number.
I'm gonna say 8.
No.
Of what season?
Second season didn't make it to 8, I don't think.
Anybody else?
Take a stab.
It
on
was. Ooh,
LOL.
yeah, go on.
that. Episode 6.
No. So Heather and Michael, you gonna have a guess? It's worth a guess.
I didn't watch the show.
Smart man.
That's what I was asking. Is this season 2?
I watched
Because
the first episode. That was it.
Yeah.
It was episode 4,
Episode 4.
where they were trying to get the disc back.
Oh, they started that way back with it? Oh.
Yeah, the disc, the MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't enough fucking plot in the fucking book series. They had to
Yeah.
like,
To do the
Jesus
plot.
fucking Christ. I mean, god damn it. Here's all the plot in the goddamn world for you. Here it is. No, we're going to need a fucking MacGuffin.
Nine, 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 nine.
Right. Okay, that's it. Sorry. Don't talk to me about the fucking disc.
What's the profanity?
2 questions left. Which animal proves impossible to morph in episode 4? Should be pretty easy.
Do not remember the TV show very well.
Yeah. I mostly remember the second season than first.
So nobody's going to answer?
Mm-mm.
If you think about it logically. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Somebody touch my spaghetti!
Human.
What?
But
They tried it in episode 4 and it didn't work.
What is it? You cut out there.
Human.
A human.
But Marco
Huh.
Horse, that human security guard.
Yeah, so.
But then it goes completely tits up.
Mm.
It didn't go.
Huh.
Yeah. It kind of sounds like the authors totally fucking forgot. I'm going to give you my careful analysis on that is that the authors totally forgot that you couldn't morph humans at some point. Wow.
Because we all know the TV series made perfect logical sense.
Dude.
Last question. This is going to be the most Christmassy question of the lot. It's going to get you all in the Christmas spirit. So much that you're going to read the entire series front to back to front, upside down, twice in a day. For the rest of your lives. What morph does Rachel use to spy on the full members of the sharing?
Oh,
It's fine.
we're gods.
Neep.
Heather?
the 4 members of the sharing?
The full members. Full, full members.
Oh. You didn't say book number. Or the show. It's a show, right?
Yeah.
A cat?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Dern
Dern
responded too.
Don't help.
Let snake.
Let. Is that an animal? Did you cut out?
She said snake.
I'm going to pass it over to Lola.
Cockroach? Damn.
99999.
Oh, Holy Plankton.
I'll say rat.
No.
Oh.
It was not a rat. Michael, the floor is yours.
Something that would have been really cheap for them to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What would be the cheapest animal to shoot? That would be good to spy on the full members at the sharing. The
I
cheapest
don't know.
animal to film ever.
Everybody's already been through them except
I have
give
an
you a clue.
idea.
It's very small.
I think I know what it is now.
a mouse.
No, it's not a mouse. Right, I'm going to open buzzers up again. Has to be a buzzer.
Wait a minute. What was it? You cut out.
We haven't told yet. Buzzers
Oh,
are open again. All right, Dernhelm.
It's fine.
We're gods.
Neep, 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 neep.
Sorry, I hate to steal it. This was my other idea apart from snake was a fly.
Oh, is it a fly? Is it
Yeah,
a
that's
fly?
why. That's what I say. It's a.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to steal it.
Well, I didn't expect him to open the floor up again, so you can have it.
Sorry, that was my other idea.
And it was correct.
I know.
They threw fly away on something that trivial. Wow.
Really
glad I didn't watch
Certainly
the
did.
show. I would be so
Dernhelm.
much more angry as a human
Well,
being if I watched
They're
the
cheap
fucking-
because they only live for 24, 48 hours. The other lifespan, so that is cheap. That's cost effective.
Right, so those are all the rounds done. And this is the the leaderboard. In last place, Michael.
Thank you very much.
Michael. We have 2 points.
Excellent.
In fourth place with 6 points is Dernhelm. In third place with 9 points is Holy Plankton. Second with 10 is Lolo, which means with 30 points, Heather is possibly the winner. Because we have one bonus question. That's for 20 points.
This is Quidditch now.
The snitch has been released.
Mm-hmm.
This is the snitch of the Animorphs world. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Buzzers set. What is an adge? A-D-G-E.
Huh.
It's a 20-pointer. I think Lyra knows.
Yeah, well, she said she's sorry that she made questions.
Right. I'm going to give you another 10 seconds. That's the countdown clock. Did it.
Neep.
Oh, don't help.
Random wild guess. Is it the aliens native to the Yerk homeworld with wheels?
No.
What is an adge?
I'll let you. I'm going to give it a good while because it is a 20-pointer. So rattle your brains about it. Dig into your mind. Holy Plankton.
Was it an instrument of some kind? A musical instrument?
Belonging to who? Or what?
The Elemist?
No.
It's fine.
We're gods.
You know
Gonna
what?
do this now.
Do I?
Give it to him. I mean, he's probably.
Yeah, he's probably cheated.
Whoa.
Did I not say I read this book today? Yes, last night?
It is a
Dude,
Ketran
the Elvis
musical
people.
instrument. It is a Ketran musical
A Ketran, yeah.
instrument.
No, it's not.
So,
No, the Ketrans were the Elemist people. They didn't have musical instruments.
but anyway, that is a 20-pointer. And do you know what? You've only gone and bloody done it! This means Holy Plankton! Somehow.
I was snookered. Anyway, yeah.
Amazing.
Well, we all know that's just a cheap shot to make all the other rounds completely worthless. Congratulations to Holy Plankton, but also congratulations for Heather to actually being the proper winner.
Yeah, no, Heather actually did win that.
Thank you all for playing, despite how well or not so well some of you may have done, Michael.
I know.
Whoa.
But no, seriously, thank you all for participating. I've had a wonderful time. I hope you've had a wonderful time too.
Yeah, you had a fun time.
Thank you for hosting this, man. Thank you.
Yeah, this was fun.
Yeah, you did a good job, dude.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. I hope the listeners have enjoyed as well. This video, as long as you all give permission, voice your objections now if you don't, for me to put this on YouTube.
Yeah, I have
Go
no
ahead.
problem with it.
No
No
objections.
problem.
Right, roger that.
Straight ahead.
And yeah, thank you everybody for listening. This video will be going up on the Animorphs YouTube channel. If you're already listening to it on that channel, please remember to subscribe and give me your money. Aside from that, have a bloody Merry Christmas and the happiest of New Years. And keep reading Animorphs and let's push for a movie, shall we? Why?
And the
Hell
Gone
no.
series. And
And the God, yeah, actually, Michael, would you like to give a little dit about that? before we go?
About what? The movie?
Or whatever you're doing at the moment.
The Gone series.
Oh, the Gone series. Oh, I've just been we've been doing the couch tour. You go around to different people and you talk to them. So I've got a producer who's interested, who's kind of hot. He's a kid from the UK, a BAFTA breakout star. He's done a couple of features, and he's interested in this, and he's kind of the engine behind it. And I've decided, well, fuck it. If we're going to do it, then I'm going to write it. So
Very nice.
Catherine and I were actually in London a couple months ago, and intending to move there. We were literally looking at neighborhoods because I was kind of going into genteel retirement. I thought, well, fuck it, I'll write like a detective novel every year and take it easy and live off Catherine's Newberry. And then I had a meeting with these guys, and I'd almost forgotten about it. And I sat down with them. I liked them. Thought they were cool. And they said, and we want you to write it. And I thought, what a cool idea, because I'm 64 years old. And if I can manage to go to Hollywood and succeed in Hollywood against, ridiculous odds, would that be nice? And the fans want it to happen. And also, you guys probably already know that Universal has Animorphs.
Yeah.
And there is some, I'm trying to find a diplomatic way to put this.
On the shelf?
There's some contractual shit involving at least two parties. And that contractual shit may be resolved as of January 1.
Ooh.
Cool.
That's kind of what I vaguely understand, but that's, literally, vaguely understand. So at that point, there's another person who we have heard, rumored, who is interested in doing it for a movie, and a person who we would love to see doing it as a movie. So that's where it stands right now. I don't want to tell you any more than that. I'm not sure I know even that. So take all that with a grain of salt. This is me reading between the lines. So somebody told me.
We'll try not to get carried away.
But if it happens, I've already bullied my way into Universal as a technical advisor /
Nice.
executive producer kind of. Yeah.
No, but I'll be the EP. I'll be the EP writer if Gone ever happens, and I'm starting to think it might. So I wrote my first script, sat down and figured out how to do that. It's mostly pretty easy, really. I don't want to say anything, but their whole magic about it's going to be a 3-act structure, and book people go, oh, really? A beginning, a middle, and an end, you were saying? Wow, mind's blown by that whole concept. So I'm playing around with it, and I'm also kind of as a workout for myself more than anything else, doing a movie screenplay of Endling, the book that Catherine wrote with, and I'm I would say an uncredited co-author of Endling.
Wow.
But Endling, so I'm writing this screenplay for that, just in case and mostly just to learn how to do it, because I've always maintained there's nothing like doing it to learn how to do it. There's no better way. You can't take a class on as much as you can by sitting down there and actually try to put the fucking words down and go, oh, this is what I don't know. This is what I don't understand. It kind of hits you in the face what you don't know, what you don't understand, and what you're not ready for. So, yeah, I'm on draft 5 or 6 of a Gone pilot script, and we've got professional writers who've looked at it, and they're like, yeah, it's actually doesn't suck.
Always good stuff.
High praise.
I'm quite intimidated by this whole Hollywood thing, because it's never worked out well for me. But now I don't know. I'm starting to get a little slightly optimistic, and I'm going to take 2019, and I might have to finish up this second adult mystery novel I've written. But other than that, I think I'm going to work just on screenplays.
Very nice.
And and
Oh, wow.
see if I can break in. So, just because mostly it would be like a fun story, you know. And I live here now, so I, like fuck it. For the next year, I'll go totally Hollywood.
That sounds good.
Hey,
Well, hopefully we'll get some. Hopefully we'll get some fantastic news in 2019. Then.
yeah.
As soon as I know anything and can say anything, I'll say it on Twitter.
Excellent.
Oh my goodness.
Right now, honestly, I've now told you literally everything I know, minus one name. But that's it, and it's so totally rumor. So take that for what it's worth.
Oh.
So anybody listening, go read Michael's books and Catherine's for that matter.
Sure.
And your mystery series is now next year, right? Your adult.
Yeah, I gotta tell you something. That did not work well. So
really,
I went in with this British publisher, and I'm not real happy with what they produced, and don't feel that I can represent this as something that's worth £20 or the U.S. equivalent. So I wrote them and said, this has never happened to me before, but basically this is pretty fucking bad. And it's embarrassing to me. And so I just got the head of the corporation reached out to me today, way many steps up the line. They reached out to me yesterday, and so I'm going to talk to this person on Monday and see what their reaction is to that. Because I've got a second book ready to go. And it's been pretty well reviewed. Kirkus liked it. PW, Publishers Weekly liked it. So it was kind of nerve-wracking because it's rather autobiographical. It's kind of like what would have happened if I had never met Catherine.
Yeah.
So we're kind of roll it back to this big point in my life. And so I stay on the criminal path, and it's kind of like this kind of fanciful version of what I might have ended up being had I continued being in the criminal line of work. So yeah, it's already out on Kindle. And maybe it looks okay on Kindle. The actual physical book looks like shit. And I was really pissed off. So I've never had to do this. I mean, I've been happy about covers before, but I've never said, just fucking pull the book, man, because that looks like shit. And, I stopped publicizing it and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. We'll see what the guy says, what the head of the company says on Monday when I talk to him. Maybe he's got a point. Maybe I'll listen to him. Maybe we'll do it that way. Or maybe I'll just walk it over to some other publisher somewhere else. I don't know. So that's where that's at.
So anybody looking for Christmas gifts?
Yeah,
what books to get?
A Sudden Death in Cyprus. It's actually pretty well written. It's just that the physical book looks like shit. But I'm happy with the writing. And oddly enough, so were Kirkus, which doesn't typically like me. And Publishers Weekly, which is, sometimes does, sometimes doesn't. So it's very, if you kind of want, for some perverse reason, you want an insight into what my life is really like and my brain is really like, Sudden Death in Cyprus is probably closer than anything else. It's damn close to being autobiography.
Yeah, because they listed it on Amazon as, I think, February.
I don't know. I don't know. I should probably check on that.
Yeah, the physical copy.
It's hard to keep track of all this shit. I'm just saying it's got one review on Goodreads so far, and it's been out for a month. I mean, Jesus Christ. I've had bombs before, but one fucking review on Goodreads. And it was and I had to nag them into that. Are you fucking that was right after I said, are you fucking kidding me? It's been out for almost a month and there's 0 reviews on Goodreads. Don't tell me you got this out to librarians, because librarians are the first people to jump on Goodreads and review something. So of course they would have reviewed it had you done a remotely competent job of getting it pushed out there. So that's that's very inside baseball. That's what goes on in writer world when we're not coming up with characters and shit. So we're doing that kind of crap. Sorry to burden you with that.
It's okay. I mean, we actually like knowing this kind of stuff because a lot of us are wanting to be writers or artists or anything like that. So knowing the dirty stuff that happens in between, it has to happen, good or bad.
Yeah, a lot of this, it ends up in I've always said when you get a bunch of writers hanging out together, we don't sit around and talk about story or characters. We sit around and talk about contracts.
I can imagine.
Talk about agents who fucked us over, or this or the other company that we don't like the way they handled the cover or some bullshit.
Yeah.
So that tends to be that's sort of the inside. That's the behind the scenes of what's going on. Much more is what you're, what I want to do. I would love to be able to spend 100% of my time not on that, and 100% is stories, because I'm good at stories. So this last week I've been running around basically like a salesman. And so, you go into these companies, and my producer friend is there, AJ, and we go in, we sit down in the conference room, and, everybody's always extremely nice, extremely pleasant, sometimes pretty well informed. Sometimes they're just kind of clueless, but they're always like, okay, we're listening. And you pitch, basically, and you sit there and go, well, here's why you should make go on into a TV series. And it's a very weird thing because I'm not a salesman by nature. And so the idea that I have to go out there and like pitch shit to people is kind of weird. And so, but I'm kind of getting into the Hollywood rhythm and kind of accept it a little bit. And at first, my first reaction over the last few years that I've dealt with them has been essentially, fuck you people, you're annoying. I'm going home. So, I'm Cartman. I'm, screw you. I'm home.
Yeah.
But this time I thought, no, man, I'll just relax into it and accept that this is how these people do business. And it's all very groupy. But now I'll tell you something interesting. They put me together with 2 TV writers. These guys you won't recognize the names, and so I won't put them out there anyway. But they're like, guys who've been middling hacks like me in TV. And I worked with them on the script. And it was such a bizarre experience because I've always worked with editors, and these guys were writers, and the whole experience was completely different. It was at one level, when you're dealing with editors, it's like having teachers talk to you. And these guys are more like, it was the 3 of us, 3 mechanics, leaning over the engine going, wonder what we should do. Very practical. Very like, here's what this is, and here's what that is, and put this there and put that there, and oh yes, it will have that effect. And in scene 8, do this. It was just so kind of cool, and I'd been kind of worried about that because I work on my own unless it's with Catherine. So that the collaborative part of it hasn't been a problem for me. I was kind of surprised by that. So far so good. We'll see, huh?
Yeah. Sorry. Robert Kirkman of The Walking Dead, he had a similar experience when he went in the writer's room for the TV show, and he's like, I never thought I could be able with other writers, and they're like, how does this person go through a window? Is it a certain way? It's like dissecting every little thing, and so that you wouldn't think of as writing a novel.
And if nothing else, what they are is they're people who have not read the books. And because they haven't read the books, they can look at it with fresh eyes, look at it from the outside. Well, this doesn't make sense on the screen. I know it makes sense in your head, but it doesn't make sense on the screen. So now I've learned from these guys, and it's cool. It's what I wanted to do. Because, at this point, I can write YA books more or less by muscle memory. It's pretty easy. And I wanted to do something kind of challenging. So I thought, in the next couple of years, I'm going to do adult books, and I'm going to do Hollywood TV or movie. So yeah, I'm going to take 2019 and just, if the TV series happens, then that is 2019. It's fucked. I'll be doing nothing with this. But if not, then I'm going to write some movie screenplays. So we'll see how that works out. I don't know. It'll be kind of weird. I sit there in meetings and go, yeah, I know I'm talking about a 6-year series, and I'm 64. And yes, I can do math. I'm pretty slow at math. But yeah, I get that. So I bring it up because I know they can't. And so in peremptory defense, I cite, well, I've sat down 150 times at a keyboard intending to write a book, and 150 fucking times I did it. And so I've never failed yet.
but it's, it almost sounds, it's invariably defensive, and rightfully so, because, if I were looking at this going, am I going to trust a 60-year-old dude or 64-year-old man to write a series for 6 years? I might hesitate as well. So, I bring it up kind of to give them that opportunity to talk about it.
Mm.
So we don't know if it's going to happen or not. If it doesn't, I think then I will do movies. TV is a whole different animal. You're dealing with a whole different bunch of human beings. It's a whole different world than movies. And I'm much more familiar with TV. I tend to write TV. I mean, Animorphs is Animorphs, oddly enough, could go either way. It could go movie or TV.
I should see it animated.
Your lips to God's ears. I've been saying that
that would be ideal.
Since the fucking TV show came on. We said, why don't you talk to the Warner Brothers people, the guys who are doing Batman, the series, the animated series at that point, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
It would have been a perfect fucking model for animals. Why don't you talk to them? Don't try to do this because special effects are too expensive. Animal acts too expensive. Everything you're doing here is too goddamn expensive. It's the trifecta of expensive shit to do. Kids, special effects, and animals, especially at that point. And the special effects are not going to be good. We knew that. So we told them, don't do that. Try to do animated and try to talk to the Batman people. And they were like, eh. And so they did it. And they did that god-awful TV series.
Yeah. I've always said animated, put it on Netflix. You could get away with a little bit more of the serious, darker side of it. And then kids would still be like, oh, this is... And then a whole new audience.
Now, I don't think that's what Universal will do. And there's an argument for it to go to live action. If you get a guy with imagination, a director who's really got a visual imagination. Because it's always seemed to me that being, a quarter of a mile up and in a hawk's body and looking down through those eyes and then going into a stoop and dropping 1,000 feet through the air in a couple of seconds, how do you not want to film that?
Mm-hmm.
And now you can. The technology has made that much more available. How do you not want to film what the world looks like through an ant's eyes or a termite's eyes? It just seems to me it's tailor-made for some director who's got an interesting visual imagination. So I don't know. It's mystified me that it's taken this long, but we think maybe there's going to be a change of producer or something. It's all very political.
Yeah.
And these people all seem very intimidating until you actually go meet them, and they just seem like normal people working in an office, So you go on these and drive around the sets and shit. So that was the fun thing. So AJ and I, this British producer, went and visited because we're trying to also cost this thing out, this Gone TV pilot. So we went on the back lots at Warner Brothers and Universal. And that was really kind of cool. You see the houses that you kind of look at and go, I vaguely recognize them. And then, it'll be someplace that's been on a TV series you've seen the outside of 1,000 times. So they have streets, and each with a different theme. So like this is a city, or this is a Mexican village. There was at one point the Jaws Lagoon was there, and we go onto these streets and you rent the entire street by the day. And then there's additional costs for prep time or something like that. And then half of the places are sort of halfway built out inside. So you go into some of these houses and they've got never appliances or anything, obviously, but they have second floors. And then others, you just walk in the door and it's just dirt.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of fun. And we went to the big prop warehouse at Warner. Oh my God. It was insane.
Did you find the Velociraptor dressing
that
in
sounds
there?
like heaven.
In the first Indiana Jones, they pan back at the end and they show the giant warehouse that they're staffed.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's what it was like, but full of everything. I mean, you could just wander that place for years and not know half what was in there. It was insane, like the world's greatest antique store or something.
Mm-hmm.
So that was nice. So yeah, we did some of that. It was a fun week for all that. Yeah. Hollywood thing. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I just interject? I'm going to end my part of the recording here. I'm going to go to bed because it's 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not
you
mine
can- you
because
can
I
all-
gotta order room service.
you can all continue if the people who in want to continue. Send me the file whenever you're
I
done.
think
That's
mine's
possible.
crashing, you guys. Yeah.
And I'm going to. So good night, everybody. Thank you.
But,
Thanks so much, Michael.
Thank
Yeah,
you
cheers,
so
Michael.
much, Michael. Thanks, Taku, too. Thank you, guys. This was
Have
so
a
much
good night.
fun.
Yes, thank you guys so much for this.
Cheers. Have a good night, everyone.
Night.
Night.
Merry Christmas.